He drinks Amarone. So, for our retailer program to support our sales rep, we also celebrated the 50 years of BioStrath. We did a whole comprehensive campaign where we used these teddy bears. I have to tell you that David had to really twist my arms for these teddy bears. We kept saying, "Are you kidding? Nobody's going to take them. They're too big." They drove us nuts. We couldn't find anybody to stuff them. I think Anne had the same problem in France, finding somebody. We finally did. Then once we got them stuffed, it cost me a fortune to ship them to Vancouver. But David, I must tell you that of the 90 that you forced upon me, we have used 75 of them. And the retailers love them. They just love them. I was out in Vancouver actually a few weeks ago, and the little kids are running into the store. We're not allowed to market to kids, but that's okay. They are running into the store, hugging those teddy bears. They just love them. So we gave a teddy bear if people bought a certain amount of product. Obviously, they had to buy a certain amount of product to get the big teddy bear, the little teddy bears, etc. As I was saying earlier, I'm a big believer in POS. There's a marketing statistic that says something like 72% of sales are spur-of-the-moment sales. And so if people don't see you when they're in the store, if you're not in their face, they won't buy your product. They're going to forget about your product. So I'm a big believer in having stands. We use them for lots of products, etc. We have big stands for the stores that can buy enough. We have counter displays. We have danglers that we put on shelves that will advertise whatever, like our 50th anniversary, etc. We did the counter posters like Carolyn did as well, advertising the win one of 50 one-year supplies of BioStrath. And to win this, we'll go through it a little bit, they had to send us 50 good reasons why they're using BioStrath. And it's given us excellent testimonials that we're going to be able to use in our advertising, actually. Then we used Carolyn's little teddy bear, but we put a tag on our little international teddy bear to go to the website, how to use it, etc. And on our products, we put little stickers on the products. Actually, we did our own 50th anniversary sticker as well for our products because we couldn't have it printed here. That would be too expensive and wasteful. So we did our own little stickers. What else did we do? We did brochures for consumers. Now remember, this was really, I find, very creative because we can't say anything, and yet we did say some things, so you can look at those. We did a training piece. No, this one was not the training piece. This one was all of the specials and everything, the sell sheet that we were offering retailers. We offered them to win an iPad. They had to order, again, as much, depending on how much they ordered, they would get a chance to win an iPad with every so many orders. We gave our reps also a chance to win an iPad and a chance to accompany me to Switzerland for this wonderful week. We did a 10-minute trainer. Again, can't say very much, but we did do a trainer, and at least it gives the reps something new to go in and talk to the retailers about with the trainer, so you can look at that one. We did a great deal of advertising, especially through Our Healthy Way, and all about the Pestalozzi family and the history, and a 2-page spread. So you can come up and look at any of these materials. And it was a very, very successful campaign. As I said, well, I've just talked to you about some of the things that we did. The international contest, of course, we're cooperating with Carolyn. But the win 1 year of free product has been very successful. We were quite surprised to see how much we're getting. So if you need any of the testimonials, you can, I just put a few examples that I know you guys are getting, but we got a lot of them, much more than we had expected to get actually already. So our advertising campaign, which went into the Healthy Way, was distributed to over 770,000 distribution. We have a very popular magazine called Canadian Living that does 390,000 copies, and so we insert our magazine within that to get distributed to Canadian homes. And then don't forget, like here in Switzerland, you have 3 languages, we have 2 languages, so we have to also do the French side, and we did that in Chatelaine. And we're now just getting our coupons back. We did a $3 off coupon in the magazine, and we're just starting to get the coupons back. I don't have statistics yet because this campaign just basically started. We started in our retailers in March and April, but the consumer part just started in May and June. So win the iPad and win the trip, and of course Dawn is the winner of the trip. And here's some pictures, like Carolyn showed you hers. Now I have to tell you, where's Alfred? Yesterday he's looking in the shops to see some of the BioStrath displays. I must tell you, if you are in Canada, everywhere you drive, you see these displays right now. So I'm very proud of it. And here's one in Montreal. This one's also, look at that. They gave us their front window and their side window. That's Melanie that got that for us. This one is yours, one of yours, yeah. This one is one of Brad's. It's Homesteader. Is that Brad's? Yours as well? Okay. Some more in Montreal. This is near our office. Michelle, you've seen that one? Yeah. In Ontario. Some more in Montreal. This is our own big teddy bear, live teddy bear, Henry. And these are some of the ads that we did with our retailers, where we would, split some of the cost with them and put it in some of their local newspapers, etc. And so this is the result. You can see the dip that we, unfortunately, this is for the period January to April. We compared every year. In 2006, we really dipped. That was the recall. And then we kept it about the 250 mark. And then this year, with this campaign, you can see the increase that we've had thanks to the campaign. So that's the results per region, because as I say, we have 3 different countries. Quebec, again, 52% increase, but overall 34%, and that's January to April. But just the campaign itself, it's a 55% increase. So very much worth the investment, ladies and gentlemen. And that's it for us. So thank you very much. And David, as your oldest distributors, we have prepared a little album with some of our old packaging and advertising and memories for you. And a little... Thank you. Thank you.
I was going to ask a question about, is this a Canadian display stand?
Yeah, this is actually what we call, this format is our generic display, so we usually have it in green with the vocal colors, and then we did it for BioStrath this year in the BioStrath colors.
Could we swap you some teddy filler?
Pardon?
Could we swap some teddy filler for some?
Absolutely, yes. If you want, we can ship these to you flat, and we could probably, especially if you guys want to order them, we can probably get a better pricing now for ordering some quantities. Yeah, for sure. Anything you guys see that you want to order, don't hesitate, give me a shout, and yeah, we'll have to see if it's worth it in terms of transport, of course. But anything we can send, it's just the PDF.
We'll swap for some posters here.
Yeah, he wants that Yeah, and even the little tags on the teddy bear, you guys can use these as well. Just let us know. It's our pleasure to share.
In general, I will, at the end of the presentations, we'll come back to those few questions about what are we doing with those circle letters. Because that is important. When you see something, you have to ask us, do we send you the data? We can't send you always originals, but then we go back to the country and then we ask, can we have the data, the artwork, and so you can do the imprints in your country. But I will come back to this point afterwards. We continue with our seminar, AnimaStrath. AnimaStrath is sold in about 15 countries. Some of them are the same representative for Biostraff. Some of them have only Animastraff. Like for instance, Ramon from Spain, he has only Animastraff, and Juan has only Biostraff in Spain. Now in Portugal, they have both in the same company, and José Felix, I know from a small boy because his parents, my parents, know each other for many, many years. And as I told you once, I think so in between, he came also to Switzerland for vacation, or my sisters went down there and got to know this very charming gentleman at the age of 17, 18 years old. Can you imagine how he was looking like? At least I know Kathy and Joy, that are the Joy you know, and Kathy is the second one. They remembered when José was walking around Lisboa, each one on one hand, one on the left hand and one on the right hand. Okay, now we talk about Animastraff. When he started the company with his father said, "What shall I do with you?" And said, "Look, here I have a product which is, I don't know really what to do with this product." So at what age was that? 23 years old? You started? 25 years old. He started Animastraff as a PM, product manager, and you see what it is now. Portugal is our biggest market for Animastraff. And this will be also our focus for the Biostraff company. Animastraff will be a big product, or at least we have a focus on this product line, and Caroline told you also in Switzerland, we start this autumn now to prepare for next spring, and therefore enjoy the presentation of José. Thank you very much.
So, hello everybody, and David asked me to present here our experience with Animastraff in Portugal, and then just in a few minutes I will try to make a resume of 32 years of experience, which is not easy. And I just want to show you the most important key factors and strategy we did, and for some of you I hope you could find interesting maybe to adapt it in your country. Just to tell you that the aim of this presentation is not repeating scientific features of the products you know very well about the Biostraff East, but just try to switch and to profit from many of your knowledge with the Biostraff to another reality, to the animal world. Many of you, I know, you don't touch this animal sector, but we didn't touch neither 32 years ago. And maybe you have a chance to take this business opportunity, because it's a business opportunity. I will show you. On this 50-year celebration, it's a great pleasure to me to be here during these days, especially because Crefar, our company, was founded by my father 4 years later than Biostraff, in the year of 65. And Biostraff and Crefar start this very old collaboration in 1968, so 43 years ago, between my father and Mr. Fred Pestalozzi. This has been a very successful relationship based on the very professional work of Biostraff team, I have to say, on the product's quality which is excellent, as you know, and on a mutual, transparent attitude. We hope this could continue on the third generation of both companies. We are getting old. Just to tell you that last year we were celebrating our 45 years old company, and I have to underline that these 3 fantastic days we have been here all together is a good example how we should celebrate our 50 years anniversary within 5 years in 2015. I take very good ideas from the professionalism, organization, and the excellent human relationship we got here in all these 3 days. Congratulations, David. Just very shortly, who is our company? Our company is a private family company located in Lisbon. It's a pharmaceutical distribution company representing on an exclusive basis several brands from several countries, and we deal with international laboratories from Switzerland, mainly Switzerland, Germany, France, US, Spain, and Italy. We have a professional work team on marketing, sales, and merchandising. This is the strategic focus, key factor of our company in the last 10 years. And, it's okay. And we make direct sales to pharmacies, around 2,840 pharmacies in the country, in a 10 million habitant country, and wholesalers, of course, with a total cover of the territory. And our annual turnover is 3.5 million euros with 22 persons in the company. There is, of course, a few health food stores, you may ask, but we don't touch this channel directly, and it's not our strategic business. What is our commercial structure? A professional team on marketing, sales, and merchandising. One senior product manager, which is here. You may meet him during these days, José Alberto, with a very nice work also in Animal Strat. One pharmacist, technical director, 5 reps, and 1 merchandising and staff training. Very important in pharmacies, as we saw in Canada. It's very, very efficient to push the products out of the shelves. What are our categories and main brands? We do medicines, cosmetics, medical device with these known brands. Some of you will recognize these brands and the companies. And we could say, what about veterinary? Where is this category? Overall information. We are not a veterinary company. Animal Strat is the only vet product in our portfolio. And the sales and launching started 11 years after the launching of Strat in pharmacies. And we also launched Animal Strat in 1979 in pharmacies. Today, we sell Animal Strat 10 times more than Biostrat. I still remember, as David said, just a few minutes ago. Because in our life, we keep pictures in our brain. The first trip, business trip I made with my father, we were seated in front of Mr. Fred Pestalozzi. And usually, he had just behind him a counter with maybe 20 different packs of blue Biostrut units, so many different languages, Chinese, Arabic, or whatever, and there was one only pack in red color between all of them. At the end, I asked Mr. Pestalozzi, "Excuse me, Mr. Pestalozzi, what's that?" Huh? He looked at me and said, "Are you interested on it?" Huh? "Yes, I would like to." "Okay, I will send you a lot of information." When we got home in the company, my father said, "That's a good thing. You could start with, make it alone. Huh? I have a lot of things to do." So this is the real story as you start telling everybody. But I have, thanks God, it was a very lucky day that day. Really. Let's see. Sorry, I touched the wrong button. Okay, let's see our company sales evolution. Just see the blue Biostrut. And just see the yellow in the middle is a not successful experience with remedies. Remedies were registered by myself as OTC medicines in Portugal. But we have to discontinue. The Biostrut evolution has to be with marketing reasons, just marketing reasons. We are not now here to talk about that, but just see Animastrut sales. Together, all the Biostrut products make almost 60,000 units in Portugal. The interesting question, the launch was in '79, and just 2 years later, we got 20% of the global sales of Biostrut. In '86, just 7 years later, we have equal 50% of the both products. And today, 1,000%. It means 10 times more. In 2010, it was really the best historic record sales we got in our history with Animastrut. I mean sales in the market, so selling. And here I have to say that Animastrut alone made 50,000 units, all the packs included, of course. We launched, in the beginning, you see, for the first 6 years, just 2 packs. The big one, 250 milliliters, and 1 liter pack. We thought we should have 1 pack for small animals, and a bigger one for big animals. Let's see what happens. Where do we sell the product? Today, pharmacies and pharma wholesalers represent 23% of the global sales. So the pharmaceutical sector is not more than 1/4 of the total. And the rest part of it is the veterinary wholesalers. You can see that the increase of the sales is not on the pharmaceutical field, but on the veterinary wholesalers channel. And we can say maybe 20 years ago we had 50%, but now the pharmaceutical sector just represents 23%. How the product is sold right now. As you know, we have direct sales reps to the pharmacies. They go with a special condition. So, prefer the pharmacy, and we sell them with some free goods. Bonus, a display maybe with 6 plus 1, or 12 plus 2, or 24 plus 6 units. These automatically, when you sell to the pharmacies, you are obliged to sell in the wholesalers. Because product must be available day by day. When the pharmacies order the product, and so you need to have a special pharmacy barcode. So our product has 2 barcodes. On the bottom, the standard EAN 13, which can be sold in the supermarkets, for example, and the pharmaceutical one, the 39 system we use in Portugal, also in France, is the same system. And the interesting thing is that we had a very good reception from the pharmacies, and we tried to find new partners. Because when you go in the market, in the pharmacies, the product is becoming well known. And so you will see that people will contact you, and also some companies will contact you. And I went around the country looking for specialized companies, wholesalers selling in the veterinary field. I could not do it myself. I don't have the structure, I don't have the reps, I cannot do it. So, these vet wholesalers, they could make the job to the pet shops, the vet clinics, and the farmers, of course. The interesting thing is that when they come to be part of my client catalog, I realized the system, the conditions were not equal to the pharmacies. And we never gave discounts to the pharmacies, to the wholesalers in pharmacies, I mean. But these companies, they have different margin structures. They order big quantities, and they want big discounts. And we gave them between 5% to 25% discount, depending on the quantities. A special order of maybe 400 units will get 25%. And the vet wholesalers also sell special medicines to the pets, to the animals, and in the country, also maybe in yours, pharmacies in the country, not in the big cities, they also sell to farmers, to big animals, and they need to have the product. And we realized that the vet wholesalers also sell directly to pharmacies. So they were competing with us. And we have to change pharma wholesalers' conditions. And we gave the same conditions we gave to the vet wholesalers. So pharma wholesalers and vet wholesalers get the same unit price and the same discount structure. Yes. Today, I have to tell you, the competition between them is so hard, really so hard, that I realize they just be satisfied earning 2 or 3% margin to get the client from the other. So, First suggestion, distribution. Launch animal drug in pharmacies first. Find the right partners, web wholesalers, no exclusivity. They will demand for it. But just give them some regional area. Huh? Okay, you take this part of the country. I will take another company in another part of the country. Prepare special conditions for improving experience with the product.